Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. Today, we're talking about 5 things that captive insurance agents need to know when it comes to flood insurance.
How many you might have this quote in the places that we're standing right here. There's also a fridge right here next to me. Rental property are going to be different. Whenever we're looking at doing.
So today we're talking about 5 things that captive insurance agents need to know when it comes to flood insurance. First of all, what are your flood insurance options? If you're a captive agent, first of all, what is a captive agent? This is someone who works for just one insurance company and really can only offer one option. And most commonly, if you're a captive agent, more than likely you just have access to the National Flood Insurance Program. So the first thing is understanding the difference between the National Flood Insurance Program and private flood insurance. You see, here at the Flood Insurance Guru, we offer about 30 different private flood insurance options. One reason is we have an educational background in flood mitigation. So we help people with these options every day. So it's very important as an insurance agent that you understand the difference in these two. Even if you can't offer them, you can at least educate your clients on the difference. Number 2, replacement costs and actual cash value. Understanding the difference between these two on a flood insurance policy can be night and day difference when it comes to a claim. Remember, FEMA's got their 80% rule, which means that if you're doing a National Flood Insurance Program policy, you've got to insure for either 80% of the replacement cost or the max coverage amount available through the National Flood Insurance Program. In many situations, it's the same thing for private flood insurance. So that's the flood insurance options. That's the difference in replacement cost and actual cash value. Now let's talk about deductibles. Compared to a traditional home insurance policy where you have one deductible, you could have 3 deductibles. You could have 2 deductibles, depending on if it's a National Flood Insurance Program policy. If it's a private flood insurance policy, you've got additional living expenses. So that's deductibles. Now let's talk about, is your bank going to accept this flood insurance? That's a big thing we answer every day. Remember, if you have an FHA loan, your really only option right now still is through the National Flood Insurance Program. So loan type can have a big impact on your flood insurance options. So let's say you do decide to go private, or you find a resource that has a private. What about claims? How do claims impact flood insurance rates? Well, remember, it's important to understand that private flood insurance many times won't even insure a property that's had flood claims in the past. Others have a 5-year restriction. So we've talked about flood insurance options. We've talked about the difference in replacement costs and actual cash value. We've talked about deductibles, and we have talked about loan types. So what about payments? That's the 5th one we want to talk about. Remember, generally flood insurance has to be paid in full, whether it's being paid by your mortgage company, or you're paying it up front for a closing, or you decide to pay it out of pocket. Generally, flood insurance has to be paid in full before a policy can go into place. So these are 5 things that captive insurance agents need to know when it comes to flood insurance and helping your clients and educating your clients. So if you've got questions about these 5 things or other things, is your community in a participating community? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. You can visit our learning center where we do these educational videos and these blogs and these podcasts every day to help you and your clients. Thank you.